Hey guys, so today's topic is workplace safety. Why workplace safety? Recently I've noticed there have been quite a bit of workplace fatalities in Singapore. And I want to know, are the Singaporeans worried about this? And what can we do to promote safety at the workplace? So me and the CityJos are out on the streets and going to get what you have to say. Let's go. Do you know how many workplace fatalities there have been in this year?
No, I wouldn't know. I think because many were working from home, you think?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Maybe that's played a part last year.
Yeah.
No, I'm not
No,
aware.
not aware.
No, I don't know.
Okay. So far, as of 16th of July 2002, there has been 30.
30?
30, 30.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
30?
Yes.
27, is it? Something like that. Quite a high number. Yeah,
You're
quite a
close. As of the 16th of July, it has been 30.
Okay, so I was,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, in comparison to last year, which throughout the 12 months, there was only a total of 37. This year, we have already hit 30, near the halfway mark of the year.
That's a lot.
So, are you worried about the high numbers of workplace deaths in Singapore so far in 2022?
I think if you say 30, that is very high, and that can be quite worrying. Yeah.
Now I am.
Yeah, why are you like worried?
I mean, if it's that high, that's not a really good thing, is it now?
Yes, actually, I think it's quite preventable for all these fatalities because they often overlook some certain compulsory safety measures and it leads to all these unnecessary deaths.
Actually, if you look at the number of construction going, 30 is quite okay, right? We cannot be zero, come on, right? Things happen. So this is a situation. We try our best to be safe, but there are carelessness in the individual worker, not the manager. Manager put the rules 1 to 20. They only follow maybe 8.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's a cause for concern because, you know, when you go to work, obviously, you would want and expect there to be safety boundaries, you know. When you go to work, you expect it to be relatively safe, you know, we don't expect to lose your life, for example, you know.
Yeah.
And to hear the number is quite alarming.
I'm actually very concerned. I felt that in some cases, the employer are neglecting the needs of practicing safety at all times compared to when we are more aware a few years back.
Honestly, yes. Personally, if let's say you're working in a very, very high risk environment, yes, it is something that you're supposed to look at and make sure that you are working in a safe environment. Just to make sure that, look, it may not happen to you, but who knows, one day it may be you. So you are actually constantly wondering whether these workplace safety procedures are in place to make sure that you are working in a safe environment.
Okay, so as individuals, how can we help to promote the attitude, of employers and workers so that to prevent things happening to them?
I mean, being realistic, working in Singapore, let's just not talk about workplace safety. It can be any other things that has got to do probably with safety or with the law and things like that. Best way is to hit him where it hurts. Like for example, you impose fines, impose heavy penalties, especially for those employers or employees that refuse to follow the workplace safety and health procedures at work.
Probably do more things like this so people actually know there are issues going on. That would be great because I was unaware of this actually.
I would say training, regular training, awareness for the employees also. And then, of course, we have to hold the employers accountable also with regards to the safety for the employees as well.
One of the things I think is education through training, as in the staff itself need to be sent by the employer to learn more training. And you need to have a regular check, as in you probably have a safety manager to help to do a regular check to impose certain of the safety element back into it. And I would say promote more awareness of safety, which is kind of neglected now. Yeah.
I think we should first start off with enforcing these measures and we should not allow these employers to be too lenient on these measures as it will affect our safety, the safety of the workers, and I think the workers also should be quite responsible to uphold these measures as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot is about raising awareness as well, because I think there are many things that people aren't quite aware of. You know, everyone's quite caught up with their own lives and their own work. I think it would be great if, first to know the cause of the fatalities, and I'm sure that there are things and there are steps that can be taken to prevent some of this. And I think it's really about raising awareness. You know, people are unaware. It's about letting them know, you know, what are the things that can be prevented. Because I'm sure there are things that are within control. I mean, I'm sure there are some things that are beyond our control, but for those things that are within our control, we should actually remind each other and also be aware.
This is quite literally a life or death issue. Everyone wants to go back home alive at the end of the day. And I'm glad to see that most Singaporeans do care. And I mean, we all can do our tiny little part, you know, to make workplaces safer. With that said, this is CityJos Dharmhik. Please be safe, y'all, for Singapore One.